Welcome to Perfectly Pieced Live. This is the March 2023 live unboxing and stitch out of the block. So welcome, I'm Erin.
I'm Stacy, I'm filling in today.
Yeah, Cassie was not doing good today. So Stacy's stepping in. Stacy does all of our Me Time emails.
So if you get an email, that's from me.
That's from her. Okay, so guys, it's almost spring. Is everyone feeling it?
I am so ready. I am just so sick of winter.
Yeah, we have a snowstorm coming tomorrow though.
I know.
Did you know that?
I did hear. I am sad. I was crying this morning.
So let us know if you're someplace where it's sunny. We'll be jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't seen the sun in a few days.
We haven't. Okay, we are going to dig right in and start unboxing, and then we're going to stitch out the block.
Awesome.
But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments and we'll try and get to them as we're going along.
Great, let's do it.
Okay, all right, so first of all, why don't you show them our block for March?
Okay, this is such a fun block. It's a tulip, if you can tell. I love the colors. I love this fabric is one of my favorites. It's so colorful, so springy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this. Andrew, don't panic. We're gonna,
can you see that? Yeah. Just like all of the different colors, all the different flowers. And then for the actual block and the actual piecing to be a tulip, I think it's just the perfect block to get us out of those winter blues.
That is so true.
You know?
There you go. Now you can see it really well.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, this fabric was the inspiration for our color palette. It's a Robert Kaufman fabric, and it is great. It will mix with so many colors because it's got yellow flowers, blue flowers, purple, pink, green, light pink, yellow. Yeah, it has all of it. So it will go with everything. It's a great background fabric. So yeah, we have our 4 block sizes, and aren't they darling? And really fun custom quilting that goes right with this tulip.
And there are so many fun tumbles that we can do with this block as well.
Yeah, we're going to play with that today.
I'm so excited. That's one of my favorite things. Do you remember that day?
Yes.
When we very first started Perfectly Pieced, we went upstairs and we just played with tumbles for an hour.
We did. It was so fun. We got everyone gathering around. Everyone wanted to turn and tumbling.
Like 10 of us around that table just spinning them in different ways and going like, ooh, it was so fun.
It was everyone's induction into quilting.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to unbox our March box. This will be shipping on March 1st. And as usual, we're going to start with our insert card. Let's see, I'll go like this. Our insert card, I keep switching back and forth. Sorry, Andrew. And it tells us what is inside every single piece of fabric, its manufacturer and designer. So we've got fabrics from Art Gallery, we've got Robert Kaufman, we've got a few Modas, and we have some Maywood Studio. So a nice variety. Try and kind of maybe put fabrics together that you guys wouldn't put together yourselves. Think of them in a different way.
It's so fun to work with these designers too. Like they're so excited to work with us and we get to do fun bios in our emails and stuff. I'm so excited for those to come out.
Yeah, start looking at our emails. We're doing favorite things and bios on some of our designers and some of our favorite influencers. And so they're super fun emails. We love them. Yeah,
we just did Jess Oaklaroots and she was so fun.
Yes.
She had some really fun answers. I think I'm going to do an extended version of her questionnaire on the blog, actually.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Just so people can read her answers because they were so cute and fun.
We all love knowing about people, don't we? She said like her favorite book and her favorite treat and her favorite movie and all that kind of stuff.
So fun.
Okay, so here is our fabric bundle. And on the top, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. On the top, we have this beautiful Art Gallery fabric. You want to unfold that, Stacy?
Yeah.
It is pretty stunning.
Just do this in a really unelegant way, but I don't know. So pretty, so bright.
Yeah.
It's just perfect for spring.
It's really cheerful. Okay, and then we have this yellow. Let's go ahead and do the overhead cam again so we can get this nice and close. This is actually a batik. Oh, I don't know if you can see that very good. So it's kind of watercolory looking with the bright yellow. Super pretty. Okay, and then let's see, and that is I'm going to get this wrong. That's a Moda. And then we have this next one. I don't know if that's quite the right color on screen. It's kind of a coral color.
Yeah, it's more coral than that bright pink.
It's the exact color of one of the leaves on the roses in the main fabric. Okay, and then we have this honeycomb fabric, and this is a new Maywood Studio Kimberbell fabric. This is from their brand new vintage flora line that's just barely in shops right now.
Such a good line.
Yeah, this is a great basic to have, and it's this nice pale pink. You get a lot of that. That's the one that you have more of, so you can use it on your back. Okay, and then what's next? Well, this is the one we were talking about. This is that Robert Kaufman with all the beautiful colors in it. It's kind of a creamy background. Love this. It's very dainty and delicate.
And cheerful, like you said before.
And
This
cheerful.
whole
Okay, we
box.
missed one. We've got this other yellow.
That's my bad.
This is maybe kind of hard to see until you get it in your hands. I'm excited for you to get this box in your hands. This is a really pale yellow and white floral. Can kind of see it, just a little bit.
I love the texture with all of these fabrics. It's so important to have such good texture when you're making a project, you know.
Right, and it's really important. You know, we've got these two yellows. We've got a really bright yellow, and then we've got a more pale yellow. So it's nice to mix and balance those shades. Yeah. Okay, and then this month, your thread color is this great corally color. It's called Taffy. It's kind of like the colors of the roses in your fabric. And then we have a really fun addition this month. We're giving you a tea towel. Now you're going to get either the dots or the stripes. And these are Kimberbell towels, and they just matched our yellow so perfectly. We said, let's do something with these towels.
So fun.
So we came up with a unique project to do with the tea towels. So remember, you'll get one or the other, dots or stripes.
Should we show them the project?
Yeah, let's show them the project.
All right.
Sneak ahead.
Here we go. How fun is that?
Yeah, so we've taken 4 blocks, 4 4-inch blocks, and put them along the bottom, framed them, and given them a ruffle.
I love the ruffle at the bottom.
It looks so cute. You'll see when you get the emails and the pictures, it's so cute hanging on you know, a rack in your kitchen. Adds a bit of springtime cheer.
Which we could all use right now, I think.
We could. And last but not least, we have our project instructions. And we know you love, Andrew and I are not in sync today. I keep on flipping to the overhead cam and vice versa. So again, you've got your full color step-by-step instructions walking you through every bit of this block. Okay, so we showed you one of the projects. Now let's show you some more of the projects.
I love every single project done with the 2-inch block. It's so cute.
They are so
fun.
cute.
Every time I see one, I just want to like eat it up. It's so cute.
So this is fun. You want to put this in the overhead cam?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is interesting. We went ahead and took the block and did not do it in the tulip, right? So we mixed where we placed the fabrics. So instead of looking like a tulip, now it's a little more abstract, but it is fun. And I love how it makes kind of this little checkerboard with the little tiny blocks in it. Cute. So you could use this as a little mini table topper. I love a collage wall of mini quilts.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
You could like do a hot pad with this too.
Yep,
you know,
you could.
like a little tiny pillow. I don't know.
You could do a little pillow. That's true.
I love little things.
My grandma collected mini things. She had it
really?
all over her whole counters, a bunch of mini items. Anything mini.
I mean,
So she would love it.
Who doesn't want to just squeeze those and pinch their cheeks, you know?
Okay, let's look at some of our bigger projects. This one is really beautiful. You can see this one is much more pale. So we've left the bright yellow out. The bright yellow is the border, and we've just got the pale yellow and then that pale floral Robert Kaufman. So it's a lot softer. And then we've alternated the tulips with the 2 bright pinks.
Yeah, I love the contrast of those together.
This one has the all over quilting that's included that you would use with your clear blue tiles. So it's a great value. You get that added quilting bundle every single month, which if you were to buy just the bundle.
Just by themselves, that would be
such a good deal.
Amazing deal.
And this is just really simple. Look at the quilting on this. So here's the custom block by block quilting, and look how it comes together. Do you see how when the blocks piece together, it creates this perfect circle?
It's almost like it's perfectly pieced.
It is perfectly pieced. It's exactly right. I love this part of the quilting right here. It's almost like a little stamen. It's like an addition to the tulip to add into that design.
It kind of creates a whole new flower, you know, which is so fun.
It does.
Tumble the tulip to make a whole new one.
Yeah. Anyway, I love this. It's like the combo of geometric with the quilting.
It's very
pretty.
Satisfying to look at, for sure.
It's satisfying when you sew them and they line up perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead. Do we have any questions? We've got Ashley helping us, and if you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the comments, and we'd be happy to answer them. So I think...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
so we don't have any questions, but Sherry on Facebook said the 2-inch block would be so cute for a quilt for a doll.
Oh, that's
Okay, that
true.
is a really cute idea. Yeah, that's really fun.
That's how I started sewing as a girl.
Really?
Is I made my dolls quilts and clothes.
That's so fun.
Why didn't I keep any of them? I do not know. I don't have
Well,
any of
You
them.
could make some more.
I should make
between
some for my
blocks.
little niece. My little niece
Oh,
would
she
be
would
over
love
the
that.
moon
Yeah.
if I made her a little quilt. Okay,
that.
so we are going to go ahead and start stitching this block.
Awesome.
And then we have some really fun, I'm really excited. We stitched out the block in some different colors,
Yeah.
mixed them with the August block from last year, and we're going to have a little fun doing Stacy's favorite
My
thing. We're
favorite
going to have a
thing.
little fun tumbling this block. So, but in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get started sewing out the block. So we've got all of our fabrics cut. Cassie did this for us. Cassie, we're sorry you don't
Hope
feel
you get
well.
feeling better soon.
We hope you feel better soon. So we've got, let me pull this out of the hoop really quick. We've got the block template all stitched out. Okay, so we've done step one. We've put the batting down. We've tacked down the batting and then stitched this template. So now we're ready to place piece number one, which is that center piece, that square right in the middle of the tulip. And remember, our first piece always goes right side up. So I'm going to pop this in the machine and let it do its magic. Okay, we also have some projects that we usually like to share your projects. So if you want to go ahead and pull those up, Andrew, we'll maybe just do a couple at a time.
Such fun projects in the community this month.
There have been.
I love looking through the community. It's one of my favorite things to do
do.
at work.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so Sheila made the 18 by 18 pillow with February's Perfectly Pieced. It's just, I love this this box. I think it's so bright, it's so fun. The colors are just vibrant, and of course, what is the designer's name? I just blanked.
Kay Facet.
Kay Facet's
The floral.
fabric
I
is
don't know
just
what it's called.
It's just so recognizable, you know?
Yeah,
I
it
love
is.
that.
It is. Okay, should we do the next? Let's do one more and then we'll jump back to our block.
So Sandy made some different choices with this. Didn't use any of the fabrics in the box, which is so fun. It's so unique.
It's really
I
pretty.
love the colors that she chose. It could be perfect for like decorating for fall or something like that. I think.
Well, I
that's
love
so
this.
fun.
This gives her the chance. She's got that nice big block in the middle, so she can really take a favorite fabric
Highlight it
and
yeah.
highlight it, and then the block is kind of the frame around it.
Yeah,
I love it.
and that's such a fun fabric to choose too. It's very unique, and like I said, it kind of gives me fall vibes.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hop back over to the overhead cam. There we go. We've got our first piece stitched down. So I'm going to trim it. And then we're going to take our second piece and we're going to place it face down, lining it right up with that placement line, and it gets to go back in the machine. Okay, let's do one more project, Andrew.
Okay.
Oh, I think this is using the free block.
Patricia, such a fun table topper for Valentine's Day. Looks like she did it at a class at Emma's Quilt Cupboard. Used
Yeah.
the free block. I love the design there in
that's
the middle.
neat.
That
It
is
fits
super
perfectly.
cool.
Well, and there's some kind of fringe, so I don't know what that material is, but that's so
But
cute.
also just great fabric choices. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Perfect for this time of the year.
Valentine's Day already over.
It, I know,
happen?
crazy, right? But that means we're closer to spring, which I am very excited about.
That's true. Okay, let's go back to the overhead cam. So, you know me, I love to iron and talk about ironing because it's so important. And in fact, if you like this little mini iron, you are going to want to stay with us because our giveaway includes this mini iron.
And if you aren't lucky enough to win the giveaway, we do have them in the Me Time store.
That's right.
And we're running a special customer appreciation deal right now. So any purchase in the Me Time store while supplies last, you'll get a free notion, a free surprise bonus notion in there. So how fun is that?
So fun.
Yeah.
Now, what else is going on right now that's for free with Me Time?
Oh yes, we have the snowflake design. You guys were so excited. You loved the snowflakes in the background of our collectible Christmas. Everyone was asking for them. They're actually made of plastic, but we went ahead and designed some snowflakes that everyone could use. And People have been loving them. We've gotten so many downloads. So if you go to the Me Time store, that's a free purchase you can make. It costs $0 and you can get the snowflake download. I don't think we have any here, but they're so fun. They're so fun.
Okay, while we're talking, I'm placing this piece number 3 right along that stitch line, and we'll put it back in the machine. Yeah, so again, it's a free download and there's no strings attached, but you do have to go into the Me Time store. So this is for our customers, subscribers. And you can just type in snowflake.
Yeah, and it should come right up. And you know, if you ever have any trouble, obviously customer care is there to help you. But yeah, you should be able to get that download. I think there's 3 sizes for each snowflake.
And there's 2 designs.
Yes. So you can make just a whole blizzard if you want to.
Yes. You know, and I think we tried to be a little cheeky. And so one of the snowflake is named Frosty. And one of the snowflake is named Susie. Do you guys remember that old
that song?
That old song, Susie Snowflake?
Yeah. We think we're clever.
We do. Okay, next step. Okay, should we hit the next picture?
Oh, this one is so fun.
This is a 3-picture set, okay? I put 3 because we had to show them all.
Yeah, Teresa. She said she's deconstructed a fur-lined hoodie and used December's perfectly pieced block and clear blue tiles to quilt a new jacket. Look how fun those colors are. It's like kind of like stained glass almost. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah, see, she's got some batiks in there, I think. That's what those are.
Yeah, it's just so bright, so fun. What a cool project. And then this is how it turned out. Wow. That's so cool. And it has a hood on it and everything.
I know, that's so impressive.
Fun. That's so creative.
One more, we got to show her face, and it shows the front of it.
I love this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I love how she put them on point too, on an angle.
Yeah, yes, and I love the fringe on the ends and on the sleeves.
And
I think that's
cute neighborhood too.
No snow on the ground.
No snow on the ground. That's
really nice.
Okay, let's zip right back to the overhead cam so we can keep carrying on. So we've got our next piece. This is going to go down like this and start our tulip. So back in the machine. Okay. And let's go ahead and pull up the next picture. I think there's one that has a couple runners on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. These are awesome.
So that looks like it's the November block.
With
and
that's July.
Oh, July.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes, that's so fun. And it's perfect for this time of year. Again, a great Valentine's Day colorway. And I love the November is my favorite block, I think. I love the wreath. I love the berries. That bright red is really nice.
That's a lot of people's favorites. Okay, let's go back to the overhead cam. So we stitched down piece number 4, and I've pressed it, and I'm going to flip it. There we go. And it's going to go back in the machine. Isn't it funny how it doesn't really look like anything right now?
Yeah, but it's going to turn out so perfect.
Okay. All right, were that all of the projects that we had, Andrew?
A few more.
Well, those are for what's coming up
that's
next.
True. You're right.
Okay, so here's where we're going to have a little bit of fun. Let's go ahead and move these projects out of the way so we make sure we have enough room, because I do need to still keep my ironing mat nearby.
Put those right there. Do we have any questions, Ashley?
Yes. We do have one from Deborah, or excuse me, Jamie, and she said,
Go ahead and do the overhead cam, Andrew.
Are the instructions included for making the ruffles on the tea towel?
That's a great question.
Yes, they are. So that tea towel is our unique project for March, and you'll get full instructions on how to do it. Yep. And you know, what's really fun is, remember, any of these project instructions that you get all year round, you can switch out the block, right? So we're showing it with the March block, but if you want to make the tea towel with a different block, then you just swap out the block.
And that's what's so fun about being a subscriber to Perfectly Pleased, is you get this collection of blocks that you can use for projects for years to come. You know?
Which is a great intro, Stacy, into this. So I love mixing the blocks together. I'm always sitting with my iPad, like when I'm watching a movie, and I love to take the current block and find a previous block that it goes with. So what I did is I took our block for this month, and I used the fabrics from this month and a couple of previous fabrics. So I've added this light blue, which is, I don't want to get it wrong.
Speckled,
it was the one from last month. The light blue speckle. I can't remember the designer.
Essex?
Yes.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you. I wrote the email.
Yeah.
On it,
So you remember. And then I also added this little bit darker kind of grayish blue, which is Piggy Tails, which was in the November box. Okay. Otherwise, all the fabrics are from this upcoming box, March. Okay, this is kind of confusing, but I'm still working on our block.
We're good multitaskers.
We only have 2 more pieces. I'm gonna have to do this light because I don't have my
mini
wool mat.
iron. What a lifesaver!
Right.
You know, for projects like this.
Now it's coming together. You can see now where that tulip is gonna come in, right? And remember, you could leave it right here.
Yeah, you could.
You could leave it right here, and
have a very geometric block. There's just so many things you can do with perfectly pieced.
If you can say it.
If you could say it.
It's kind of
messed
a
it
tongue
up
twister.
a few times today, but yeah, such a fun subscription.
Okay, so here's the block I was telling you about. Let's do the overhead cam here, Andrew. So here's this coming up month's block, okay? I've got that floral here, I've got the yellow batik, and then this is where I've added the other blues. Now it looks pretty subdued, right, with the blues. Okay.
You have that bright yellow that just really makes it pop.
And it does look so much more vibrant in person. Don't you think when you get these fabrics in the mail, you're like, oh,
yeah,
well, that's
it's hard to tell on the screen or even in the email,
Yeah,
it just doesn't do it justice.
Okay, 2 more pieces. We're almost done here. So we're just gonna add our next to last piece. Here's that beautiful wildflower. And put it on. It's going to stitch at a diagonal and create that tulip. Okay, then I took the August 2022 block. And if you remember that one, it was the one that had the 3 stripes in the middle. Do you remember this? So now I've used the pale yellow from this coming up month. I've used the floral, and I've used that geranium geometric, and then there's that light blue again. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with these blocks, okay? I made 4 of each block, and these are 6-inch blocks. Let's do our next to last piece here. I'm kind of dying to do that. We got to get through this. One more piece to go.
It's so wild to me because I always am looking at these blocks and I'm like, how does that work? And then they just like all of a sudden come together.
They come together. Sometimes it isn't until the last piece or until I cut the final outline and I go, oh, there it is. Okay, so let's start playing with this. So I made some 6-inch blocks or 6.5 by 6.5 inch blocks of different fabrics. So I did the floral. I also did that bright yellow batik. I did the light yellow floral, and I've got the pink Maywood honeycomb. So we're gonna mix and match those. So let's start by putting this pink right in the center, okay? You wanna finish that up?
Yeah, sure.
Finish up that tumble. While I trim this last piece.
It's kind of like how we were saying earlier, having a really fun fabric to kind of feature in the middle and then adding things around it.
Okay, so why don't you add now the next 4 and have a little fun with those. And I'm putting on my last piece here.
Maybe I'll kind of go the reds on the outside. It's coral color. Okay.
Okay, that's fun.
But what if we were to kind of invert that a little bit?
Ooh, I love that. Now
I like that a lot.
We've got kind of our Missouri star.
Yeah.
And now you've got this subtle tulip right here, don't you? Okay, so actually you put together, we didn't even plan this out, but Stacy put together actually the block, and I put this together in a whole quilt. So Andrew, I don't know which one to tell you to pull up. I think it's number 1, but I'm not positive. Let's pull this up.
It might be number...
Look at this. This is a whole quilt made with the fabrics from this next month's box, and using our next month's block mixed with the August 2023 block. And that's a whole quilt. Go ahead. Switch to a different one, Andrew. This is a slightly different color placement.
It's just like
it's the last one, I think. Oh, okay. And here's it flipped around again. Now, if you look, this is the same 2 blocks, but now I've put that bright pink in the tulip spot. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And now that's made that really pointy flower.
It's really bright and eye-catching too.
Okay, this last one, I put them in the wrong order. This is the one that is literally the tumble of what Stacy has just put together. Isn't that so pretty? It's so springy, and I love the dual pattern we've got going on there, right? We've got the Missouri Star, 4 across and 5 down, and then you've got kind of that shaded blue crisscross in the back.
It's like a kaleidoscope.
It is.
It's what it feels like when you're playing with these. And it's so cool because you just make one tiny adjustment and it's a whole new pattern. It's a whole new quilt. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, how is that block the same block?
I know.
You know?
So different just by placing
So cool.
the fabric. And you know, if you remember, in your resources, in your digital library, you get a coloring page.
Yes, the coloring page.
And I have not seen anyone use it and post it. But that's where you can play with your placement. So we show you how to place your fabric, but you can play with it. You can get your crayons or your markers out, and you can actually play with
make
it
copies,
and
cut them out, spin them around.
Yep.
I mean, you could do it this way too, of course.
Yeah.
But I love the coloring page. I would just play with it all day long if I could.
Okay, let's go to the overhead cam. We've got our final piece done. So I'm going to go ahead and just flip that and press it. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and stitch the outline, and then we'll trim it, and we'll have our block.
And there it is. There's the tulip.
Okay. Are there any questions coming in, Ashley?
Yes. Linda said she is new to Perfectly Pieced and wants to know if the directions tell where to lay the pieces.
Yes, they do. In fact, so let me show you. I'll try and get a close-up here. But let's try the overhead cam here, Andrew, and we'll see if we can get it. Nope, look, I got it. It's good. It's nice and clear. Okay, so you see we've got our block, and here we've got the template, okay? And it shows you, oh, I did it, I got it fuzzy. Okay, do you see how it's numbered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? And then on the back of the instructions, we've got our cutting sizes. So it tells you, see, here's those pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tells you what size to cut them for each block size. And then as you are stitching along in the instructions, it will say, place piece number 1, place piece number 2, place piece number 3, okay? So we really do walk you through every step. You really can't mess up these blocks.
I've tried. I mean,
You've tried.
Sometimes they pull me upstairs to test, and you know, our instructions are so good.
They are.
And the people who work on them are amazing. So they're just perfect.
So I pulled our block out of the hoop, and I'm just going to show you how I'm going to cut it really fast. Will you grab this? I'm kind of making a mess over here.
Well,
I'm grabbing my
that's
cutting
where
mat.
creativity comes.
Whose sewing room isn't a mess?
Mine is a gigantic
We're
mess.
still going to play with that a tiny bit more.
Okay, let's do it. I'm just scooting these up just a little bit.
I'm just going to show you really quick, even though it's very easy, how I'm going to cut this. Oh, do you know what? I don't think I have a ruler with me.
This is where we get creative.
This is where we get creative. I can use like the size. I'm going to use the
straight
side.
edge of a box.
I'm going to use the side of this.
Okay.
Don't do this at home. Use a ruler. Okay, right here though, you can see the stitch line, especially for those of you who are new. That's where you cut it, okay? So when you cut right on that stitch line, you will have a perfect block. You can't go wrong. And you know, when I piece by myself, not using the embroidery machine, try as I might, my blocks do not end up exactly the same size. If I'm going for 6.5-inch blocks, one might be 6 3/8. One might be 6 5/7, or 6 5/7, 5/8. And they're just never exactly right, no matter how hard I try. But with this, because it's done on the embroidery machine, it's going to be exact every time. Oh, are you guys just kind of dying that I'm doing this? I can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah, I just cut the instructions. Okay, don't do this at home. But you can see that if you cut right on that line, you're gonna have a perfect block, okay? And then on the back, for those of you who haven't done it, this outline is the one we're going to cut on, and the one just inside, that's our stitch line, okay? When we sew the blocks together, we stitch right on that line, and it will ensure that you have the perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance so that your blocks match up, your quilting lines up, and when you sew your blocks together, they'll all work together.
Yeah, and I love Linda who said, wow, I think I could do that. And it really is so easy.
You can do that.
You can do it. If I can do it, then
Don't
anyone can.
try and cut it using the instructions because look what I just did. There's like a little bit of a hole here. Don't do that. Use your ruler. We'll be better prepared next time. Okay, but before we go, I did want to play just one more minute with this tumble because we have some different inside blocks. I do love how that makes the Missouri Star. Now, if you change and you make this tulip a different color, you're going to get a completely different looking quilt. And those were some of the different ones we showed. So let's go ahead and pull those other 6-inch blocks because we put the pink in the center, but let's try it with that bright yellow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Look at that.
That's fun because it matches these.
Yep, it pulls this little yellow in right here.
I really like that.
Let's try. Now this is going to be really soft. Here's your pale pink. So this softens it down even more, okay? It's more pastel. The whole quilt is going to look softer and a little more calm.
Totally. And then you just kind of best of both worlds here.
Yeah, if you like yellow and you don't want it to be...
Kind of hard to see, but
it is.
It matches these.
Yeah, this is really one of my favorite fabrics. I can't wait till you guys see this in person. It is really pretty. It's such a soft lemony yellow. Just a great kind of fuzzy flower. It's great for a background.
Perfect for background. Absolutely.
Okay, well, I think that's all we've got for today.
Well, what about our giveaway?
Oh my goodness, how could I forget? What's in our giveaway?
You know, I don't actually know.
You don't know? Well, let's pull it out and see.
Let's take a look. Libby took such great care to make this look pretty, and I'm just destroying it. But it looks like we have the fabric
bundle.
Of
so
course.
You get more. That's great.
So you can make, you know, the table runner from a previous month or something that requires a little bit more. Of course, the mini iron, which I would never want to stitch without, honestly. Such a good tool.
It is one of the most important tools for machine embroidery.
The
that mini
best
iron.
tool.
And that's the one that we use.
Yes. And the dots and stripe tea towels.
Yeah.
So you can make the
Kimberbell product. You'll get the one in your box, but you'll also get an extra dot and a stripe, so you'll get all of them. You can make extras as gifts.
Okay, so how do they enter this giveaway?
I can't remember. See, this is where Libby was helping us out. I think it was that you're supposed to say your favorite spring flower.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone could do that, right?
Yeah, well, except for me, because now I can't pick.
You can't pick?
I don't know. There's so many good ones.
I love it when the crocuses, so I don't know how many of you live in a cold climate, but in Utah, the crocuses come up literally in the snow. And it is so charming and fun.
Because it feels like a little sign of hope that winter is almost over.
It's going to snow on it again.
Yeah.
They'll get covered up, but it's hope. So yeah, you'll get these 3 items. You need to just say on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram your favorite flower. And then we will announce the winner on Thursday. I think we announce it on Thursday.
Let's do Thursday. Well, if it's not Thursday, it's Thursday now.
That's right. It's going to be on Thursday. So do it by the end of the day, Wednesday, to make sure you're covered.
Yeah.
So there we go. There's our stitch out and unboxing for March 2023.
Well, thanks for having me on today, Erin.
Thanks, everyone. Wish Cassie well. We hope she feels better soon. And we will see you next month to unbox our next block. See what that is. It's always exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm excited for the next one. It's another of my favorites. So.
Do you say that every time?
I think I do. Yeah.
So let's see. Make sure you follow us and like us on Facebook to make sure you catch all of our videos.
We've been doing some fun stuff on Pinterest lately, so check us out there.
Yep. Instagram.
And YouTube, and you'll be notified when we go live next.
Yep. Okay. Have a great day and go enjoy some well-deserved me time.